In this video, i-recap natin yung mga naging laro sa PBA 50th Season Philippine Cup noong October 15, 2025 on a Wednesday at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Pero bago tayo magsimula, my name is Ruben Terrado. I write sports for spin.ph. Consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. And eto, simulan na natin. No? We go by the numbers. And in the first game, nagwagi ang Meralco kontra sa Blackwater sa score na 105 to 96, and Meralco picks up their first win after their third game. They struggled at the start of the Philippine Cup, no, with 2 straight losses, but finally nakuha na ng Meralco ang panalo. Chris Newsam led the way for the Bolts with 22 points and 6 of 9 shooting from the field. Significant itong number na ito, no, itong statistics na ito, because in the first 2 games of the conference ay si Chris Newsam only had 6 of 19 shooting from the field, no, and not his usual game ito. He only made 3 attempts in each of their first 2 games, pero nakabawi na si Chris Newsam in their third game by scoring 22 points on 6 of 9 shooting from the field. Hindi lang si Chris Newsam yung nakabawi, no? But before we talk about that, si Cliff Hodge had a huge outing as well for Meralco with 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Numbers that you expect, no? Dito kay Cliff Hodge yung rebounds, and of course yung defense. 3 blocks, no surprise. 8 rebounds, no surprise rin para dito kay Cliff Hodge, no. And na-mention natin, no, na hindi lang si Chris Newsam yung nakawala dun sa shooting slump ng Meralco. Alain Maliksi as well played a good game shooting wise for Meralco against Blackwater, scoring 13 points, 4 of 8 shooting from the field. And dun nga sa past 2 games, Alain Maliksi only shot 2 of 15 combined, no, sa first 2 games ng Meralco Bolts. So Alain Maliksi also bouncing back shooting wise, no, dito sa game na ito against Blackwater, no. Meralco led by as many as 24 points sa game na ito, but in contrast to their game last time against Rain or Shine where they had a 16-point lead, ay itong Meralco Bolts ay naprotektahan naman yung kanilang big lead dahil nung game nila previously against Rain or Shine, like I said, they held a 16-point lead pero natalo pa rin sila in overtime in a game last Saturday sa Inares Center, Montalban. And Meralco able to protect their big lead. Hindi sila nag-trail sa larong ito dahil from the start pa lang mainit na yung simula ng Meralco. They had an 8-0 start para dito sa larong ito, and that paved the way for the Bolts to control the ball game all throughout. Although may times na napapababa ng Blackwater yung kalamangan ng Meralco, but still yung composure ng Meralco pinakita nila doon by making some important baskets down the stretch. Isa na doon sa mga nakabuslo ng kanilang tira during that crucial stretch in the fourth quarter, si Chris Newsam yun, no? Isa sa mga nag-contribute talaga down the stretch for Meralco. At yun nga, no, there was a point na 3 na lang yung lamang ng Meralco sa game na to. I believe it was 84 to 81. Nangyari yan dahil kay Cedric Bearfield, who was on fire in this game, scoring 32 points in only his first game of the season, no, dahil in the first game against Terra Firma where they won that ball game against, yun nga, the Jeep, he didn't play dahil sa isang shoulder injury, but now mukhang okay na si Cedric Bearfield, and based on the stats, no, he exploded with 34 points. But yun na nga, no, yung bad start ng Meralco, or sorry, ng Blackwater sa game na ito cost them, no, in their game against the Bolts. So yung Blackwater bossing falling to 1-1. And another crucial stat in this game, no, yung production nila Christian David and Dalf Panopio. Christian David only had 7 points. He had a double-digit numbers sa scoring, no, against Terra Firma, but he only had 7 in this game. And then Dalf Panopio, after pouring 13 points sa game against Terra Firma, he only had 2 points. He did that 4 rebounds and 3 assists. But again, hindi naging sapat ito. Only Cedric Fairfield with a big night, and even si RK Ilagan scored 22 points. But for Blackwater, they still need the production of Christian David and Dalf Panopio. And it showed in this ball game, no, that na nag-struggle sila, and because of that, hindi nagwagi itong Blackwater kontra sa Meralco Bolts. We look at the box scores, no, at pwede nyo rin itong i-pause if you want to get a clear picture of sino yung mga other players who scored for both teams. And Meralco having 6 players in double figures, no, with Brandon Bates also contributing 13 points, Raymond Almasan with 12, and Aaron Black with 11. CJ Cancino only had 6 after yung kanyang first 2 games. Maganda yung kanyang scoring production, but he will take the victory anytime, definitely, no, para dito kay CJ Cancino. And then sa Blackwater naman, like I mentioned, si RK Ilagan helping Cedric Fairfield with 22 points, Abu Tratter with 11, but again, not enough support. Christian David only with 7, and then Panopio with 2. So yun ang naging scoring ng bawat kupunan dito sa larong ito, with again Blackwater losing this game against Meralco by 9 points. So Meralco with a 1-2 record, and then Blackwater falling to 1-1. Sa second game naman, no, Barangay Ginebra clinching their first win of the conference, no, winning over their rivals TNT 92-77. Last season, matatanda natin, nagharap sila for the championship twice sa Governor's Cup and Commissioner's Cup, with TNT winning on both occasions. But for this ball game at least, ay naging mismatch ito, no, with Ginebra winning over TNT. Lopsided game, no? From the start pa lang, nag-dominate na itong Barangay Ginebra, with Japet Aguilar scoring 7 of his 17 points in the first quarter. He also grabbed 10 rebounds. And kaya na special mention yung first quarter, that was because Barangay Ginebra outscored TNT 33-16 at the end of the first quarter. And since then, ay talagang hindi na nila pinakawalan yung laro, no? And they were able to take control until the end of the ball game, no? So RJ Barrientos also playing well sa larong ito with 14 points and 3 assists. And nabanggit ni Coach Timko na si RJ Barrientos was actually suffering from a flu, no? At kinonfirm din niya ni RJ kanina. Sabi niya meron siyang influenza A. Pero pinilit niya maglaro. Actually, pinilit siya ni Coach Tim Cone, sabi ni RJ Barrientos. Parang sabi ni Coach Tim Cone, itry niya during the warm-ups. Initially, wala siyang planong palaruin si RJ Barrientos, but siguro kailangan na talaga nilang maglaro si RJ because they badly need a win. Ayaw nilang pumaba sa 0-2 at the end of this game. And RJ Barrientos produced, no, with 14 points and 3 assists despite playing with a flu, no. Yeah, good game for RJ Barrientos despite the circumstances. RJ Barrientos naka-shoot pa nga ng buzzer beater na 4-point shot, no, in the third quarter, and that gave Ginebra a 20-point lead at the end of the third quarter. And then Troy Rosario also had a huge game, 13 points, 13 rebounds, double-double for Troy Rosario. And then Scottie Thompson bouncing back from his scoreless outing against Magnolia. 0 of 5 siya nung game na yun against Magnolia, but in this game, near double-double, 10 points and 9 assists for Scottie Thompson. Sabi nga ni Coach Tim Cone at the post-game press conference, inaasahan talaga niya, no, na magbabounce back si Scottie Thompson sa game na ito after that scoreless output sa sa game against Magnolia. And sabi nga niya, no doubt about it, no? After that that he struggles in the Magnolia game, babawi talaga si Scottie Thompson in the following game, which is itong game na nga ito against TNT. And then a key stat here, yung points of turnovers. TNT had 16 turnovers in this game, and that led to 25 points for Ginebra. Itong Ginebra, marami-rami ring turnovers, no, with 12. Pero that only resulted into 12 points for TNT. So malaking diferensya yun, no, with that points of turnovers na stat, no, plus 13 advantage for Barangay Ginebra, one of the keys to victory para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. From the TNT side, Simon Enciso finishing with 17 points. Ang dami niya na-shoot na tres. I believe he made 5 3-point shots in this game. And he tried his best na mapababa yung lamang, pero meron laging sagot itong Barangay Ginebra at during this ball game. And then Kevin Ferrer had 11 points against his former team, his first ever team sa PBA, itong Ginebra. Kevin Ferrer finishing with 11 points against Barangay Ginebra. Still not enough dahil kulang yung suporta ng dalawa sa game na ito, as we see dun nga sa box score na nakikita nyo na ngayon. Si RR Pugoy with 9, and then si Calvin Oftana only with 6 points in this ball game. And Reynam Batak, after being the leading scorer sa laro nila against Phoenix, only scoring 3. And then si Jordan Heading only with 1. From based on reports, meron din siyang nararamdamang sakit ngayon. And there was a point then in the game na nilabas siya. He had to return to the dugout dahil parang meron siyang chills na nararamdaman based on the report by TV5 during the coverage of the ball game. For the Barangay Ginebra side, aside from Japet Aguilar, RJ Abrientos, and Troy Rosario, yun na nga, nabanggit natin si Scottie Thompson with 10, Stephen Holt with 10 as well, and then Norbert Torres with 10 points, and then si Gray, no, si Jeremiah Gray with 10 points in this ball game. Dumoble yung Gray dito, no, but Jeremiah Gray had 10 points in this matchup, and then si Sunny Steele had 7 points in only his second game dito sa PBA. And incidentally, this is the first game of Barangay Ginebra since trading away si Maverick Anmisi and Aljon Mariano to Terra Firma for the first round draft pick of the Jeep for the season 51 draft. And incidentally, si Maverick Anmisi nandito rin sa game na to, nanood. And he also went to the hallway in the dugout to congratulate yung kanyang mga former teammates sa larong ito. So again, Maverick Anmisi and Aljon Mariano now with Terra Firma. So again, Barangay Ginebra and TNT both have 1-1 records after this ball game. So yan, dyan na po nagtatapos yung ating recap ng mga laro kanina sa Smart Araneta Coliseum. Again, Meralco beating Blackwater, and then Barangay Ginebra winning over TNT. Thoughts nyo sa larong ito? They are welcome. Welcome kayong mag-comment down below kung happy ba kayo sa performance ng inyong paboritong team, either Meralco or Barangay Ginebra. And incidentally, they will be facing each other on Friday at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Explosive game between Barangay Ginebra and Meralco at 7:30. The first game will feature Magnolia taking on itong Titan Ultra Giant Risers. Alright, dyan na po nagtatapos yung ating recap of the games last October 15, 2025. Again, my name is Ruben Terrado, and again, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and read our stories sa spin.ph. Alright, yan na po nagtatapos yung ating presentation dito. Thank you for watching our videos, and we will see you next time.